everyone, it's me, the Anti-Beauty Queen, and today's video is exactly what the title says. It is my January update. And before I get into anything, I need to get this out here. I am so completely honored to call each and every single one of you my friend, and you all made 2014 the year it was for me. And honestly, without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be on this journey, and I sure as heck wouldn't still be making videos because you guys gave me such support. It wasn't even funny. Like, you guys, with the words that you've said, the tips that you've given me, just every single ounce of love that you've shown me, I just am so over the moon, and I really want to dedicate this year to you guys. This year, I want to help you as much as I can, and I want to try to give you as much just tips and suggestions and just support that you guys gave me in 2014. So before I want to get into anything, I just want to say this entire series this year is dedicated to every single one of you, struggling or not, and I am so thrilled that we get to do this whole 2015 together, and I just want to say thank you. So this is what I had to say before I got into the video, so let's not get into anything more mushy. Let's get into the video. 2014 was honestly such an incredible year, and it really was the starting point that I needed to make changes in my life big time. And 2014 was really the year that I dedicated everything to my weight loss. As much as I struggled, as much as I failed at some points, I really gave it my all, and it really was just an amazing moment to realize that there's no failure. You never fail. You just have to pick yourself up again and try harder the next time. And just the word failure was such a huge thing in 2014, because every time that I would have a cookie, anytime that I wasn't motivated to get off the couch, I just saw the word failure. And you guys made me realize that there really is no failing at all when you're trying to better yourself, because everyone makes mistakes, and as much as they shouldn't even be called mistakes, they're just kind of setbacks. There's no failing in setbacks. It's just human nature. And having a cookie, you're not failing. Not going for a run, it's not failing. It's just you having a life and you being a human. And I can't even get over the fact that it took me a whole year to figure out that concept. And without you guys, I don't know if I would have. So 2014 was the year that everything changed, and I'm so ready for 2015. So this January, I just made a full head-on decision to change so much of my life. And honestly, I know a lot of people hate New Year's resolutions. I don't. I love them. I think that they're amazing for someone, especially when you have motivations and things that you want to accomplish. It's just that great kick in the butt to get you to start the things that you want to do. And January, the whole month, is just like a breath of fresh air. You feel a lot more alive. You feel like you're going to really take on the world. And I love that feeling. It's an empowering feeling. And the reasoning why a lot of people hate New Year's resolutions is because by the middle of the year, you kind of, lose track of what you really set out to do for that year. And if you could just make, January all year long and just use the feeling of empowerment in January through every single month, I feel like people would start to really love New Year's resolutions. And that was my main mission. I want to feel what I feel on January 1st every single day this year. And I don't care if it's a day that I feel crappy and I don't want to do anything, or a day that I just really want to eat a cheeseburger. I want to feel that feeling of January 1st. So that was the very first thing that I decided to do in January. I said enough was enough, no more. I can't slip up in October because it's near the end of the year. January is going to be the feeling I have every single day, and I'm just so excited. So I'm also realizing in 2015 I have a lot of big changes that I want to do, and not just for weight loss. I'm still 100% gung-ho for my weight, but in 2015, and what I realized in January, is there's going to be big changes to my mind and my soul, as well as my body. So this year it is mind, body, and soul. Last year it was weight loss. This year it's the whole package. I already have the tools that I need to utilize from 2014 to help me with my weight loss for 2015, but I never really focused on, you know, my mind, my brain, my well-being, my whole package. And this year it is completely changing, and I am taking everything that I've ever wanted to do and I'm putting it into full effect this year. What I mean about my mind, body, and soul is that I want to do things that will really just help me figure out who I am, what I'm doing with my life, and everything in between. I never meditated before. I never thought of yoga. I never thought of, you know, religion or personal things that really went on in my life or might go on into my life now that I'm an adult. And I've always just kind of felt like that didn't matter. And now that I'm getting older, I really need to figure things out, and I'm ready to do that now. And I think my weight and the fact that I had really no motivation was a huge factor. And now that I have that under control, I'm just ready to make everything about me feel good and just look good and be good and just be good. And I'm so excited to do that. And so there are so many things and techniques that I've been utilizing for January that are so foreign and so new to me that I am just kind of, I don't even know what to say. I'm excited, I'm scared, and January was a really big month because it was me focusing on every single aspect of myself that I've never done before, and it just made things go a lot more interesting, I'll put it that way. By figuring out ways to de-stress, it also was a huge factor in my eating in January. And I know that a lot of people have what they call stress eating, and that's exactly what I have. I overeat, and I eat to the point where I'm not even full, I'm not even hungry, I'm just eating. And in January, by figuring out how to calm myself down, it really stopped me from binge eating and eating just because I was stressed out or because, you know, I couldn't control something, because that was my thing. I eat because it's a controlling thing. And I eat a lot because it's like if I'm stressed out, eating helps me calm down. And by figuring out different ways to calm yourself down, you'll realize that you don't snack nearly as much, and you're actually more prone to eating healthier food, because when you start to feel good inside, you just crave nutritious food. And in my food journal videos, you guys really commented on the fact that my food just looked a lot more vibrant, it looked a lot more fresh, it looked a lot more bright, and that's exactly how I was feeling inside. In January, I just was like a beam of light, and that was really making a way in the food I was eating. I was feeling a lot more happier, so my food looked a lot more happier. And when I was eating it, I became even happier because I'm eating way better food. And I think if anyone is trying to lose weight, you can't just lose weight. You need to work on every aspect of yourself. And if that is figuring out things that are going on inside your head, things that you can't control, you just really need to work on that. And this is why I'm here, because I want to do this with you guys together. And I am so excited for 2015 because I just feel like it's going to be a good year. A lot of you guys had questions about my yoga. I talked about it in December, and I never started it in December. I was just trying to touch on some of the things I was going through in January. Yoga has been a huge thing for me, and I mean, I went out and bought yoga mats. I have yoga blocks, I have yoga DVDs, and I know I said in the December video that I was going to start classes. I kind of decided not to do the classes just yet because I am such a newbie, I am such a beginner, that the DVDs that I own are enough for me right now because I really need to learn how to do certain things. And once I feel a lot more stronger, a lot more confident in my yoga ability, then I have full intentions on going out and going to classes, because I think that is something that means so much to me, and I'm going to make it a mission. A lot of you guys wanted to know how I've been doing, and the answer is I'm feeling a lot of muscle aches in places I didn't know I even had muscles. I did one workout in yoga that was completely all core, and honestly I felt amazing afterwards. And then the next morning, not so much. I'm like rocking in like the fetal position, Sugar Bear's like rubbing my back, and I'm acting as if I'm 4 years old, and I was hurting so much. But afterwards, when the hurting stopped, I felt amazing because it meant that I was working out muscles and places that I've never worked out in, and it was a crazy feeling, and I loved it. The other thing that I've been really working towards is my meditation, and I am still doing that whole relaxation video. I'm really trying to make the video as informative as I can. That's why it's taking me a little bit longer. But in January, it was all about meditation and learning how to do it. In February, now that it's February, I'm actually practicing it. January, I was really trying to educate myself in doing so, and I read up on it. I literally watched videos after videos on it. I seriously read, I think, like 4 different books on meditation, and it just made me realize that this is something that I desperately need in my life. And when I started to realize all the benefits for it, I became pretty self-aware of the fact that this is exactly what a lot of us need, especially if we're dealing with stress and anxiety, like I know a lot of us are. So that is it, you guys. That is my January update. Hopefully it made sense, because I feel like I rambled on a lot, and if you have questions, by all means ask me it in the comments below and I will try to answer them. February, I feel like it's gonna be a lot better of like a way to explain things, because now that I'm in February, I'm putting a lot of the things I learned about in January into use, and I will talk about it. I just want to keep the months separate, and in January I learned, February I'm doing. So hopefully you guys will be on this journey with me, and we can still do this. And it's mind, body, soul, guys, this year. It's mind, body, and soul. So as much as we're going to be losing weight, we are going to make sure that we're happy and that we're just clear, and that everything is just all falling into place, so that when we look good, we feel good. If you haven't already, guys, and you want to join the anti-movement for more Fat Girl Diary videos, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button right down below. And if you want to follow me all around the internet, my username is AuntyBeautyQueen, and I am posting all over on Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr, and I always follow back, so go join me there, and we can be friends all over the internet. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the flippy flop. Bye.